We're still cooped up in our homes, and what better way to bide time by playing games? What to Play presents 19 of the upcoming games for June 2020, all arranged by release dates. If you want to check out more upcoming titles, visit our website at whattoplay.com, link in the description box below.
Rules of the Rock.
As decreed by Lord Boulder, Esquire.
Rock of Ages 3, Make and Break. The follow-up to the quirky Monty Python-esque strategy racing game from Ace Team takes you into their bizarre world littered with historical humor and other odd anthropomorphic creatures ready to make or ruin your day. For the first time in the series, this third installment lets you create your own levels with its expansive level editor. Destroy any obstacle in your path as a massive wrecking ball, and other creative feats built only from your imagination. It comes out the 2nd of June on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Pro Cycling Manager 2020. Return to the track in this latest installment to the Pro Cycler Managing series from Cyanide Studios. Like the previous entries, take on the role of a manager and make your own cycling team as they take over the cycling industry. Use your wits, learn the ropes, and predict the numbers in over 230 races and 650 stages, from the Tour de France to La Vuelta to the classic events of the World Tour calendar. Listen to their concerns and requests and lead your team to the top as it comes out this June 4th for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Tour de France 2020. Not only does Cyanide Studios release their follow-up to their Cycling Manager series, they also scheduled the return of their biggest sports game, Tour de France. Instead of micromanaging events, teams, and sponsors, this is the real deal of cycling. Tour de France 2020 promises to be more realistic than ever, with redesigned tracks and time trials in its 21 official stages. The classic Liège-Bastogne-Liège race is also available for the first time in Tour de France, and you could swap for a third-person or first-person view anytime you want. It comes out this June 4 for the PS4 and Xbox One. Command & Conquer Remastered. It's time to relive the classic in this beloved strategy game from Westwood Studios and Electronic Arts that once shaped our childhood. This collection contains two of their best titles into one gorgeous remaster, Command & Conquer and Red Alert. Both games fix the original's concerns, including AI, graphics, and technical issues. The battlefield now supports HD and 4K, so you can finally see your troops and battalions you deploy in perfect resolution. That means that there's no excuse to suck at this game now. Additionally, this new version contains enhanced UI and a completely remastered legendary soundtrack by Frank Klepacki and more. Coming this 5th of June on the PC. The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. Global warming is a serious issue, and looks like The Sims 4 is going all out with their latest expansion. Hone that inner green thumb and save your little community from the harsh effects of pollution. Use the 3 R's and change society with cost-efficient materials and technologies such as solar panels and wind turbines. It's the 9th expansion of the series, and it introduces more content for the avid Sims players, including collaborative community challenges and more. Coming this June 5th for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. 1971 Project Helios. Survive a frozen world dominated by a totalitarian regime in this turn-based strategy game from Reco Technology. Embrace the biting frost while fighting your way through an oppressive rule using modern warfare. Control 8 unique characters with their own set of skills as they save a kidnapped scientist from the clutches of the state. Manage your team's resources as you engage in tactical combat with various enemy factions. It's a race against time, and it's coming out this 9th of June on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. The Dark Eye, Book of Heroes. Set in the expansive world of the Dark Eye saga, play with up to 4 of your friends as you embark on a grand quest in the magical lands of Adventuria. Book of Heroes shares similarities to the ever-popular Dungeons & Dragons franchise, but with a more toned-down and family-friendly approach. As each player selects their favorite class, its bite-sized adventure doesn't overstay its welcome. Enjoy 20 minutes or less of fantastical stories as the game sets to release this 9th of June for the PC. Warborn. June 2020 seems to be the month for tactics and strategy games to make a return. Rare Drop Games' very own turn-based tactical game lets you lead a strike force of badass mechas to save the solar system from tearing itself apart. Don the variable armor and suit up for war. Choose from its 4 commanders and lead your faction to victory. Deploy your troops in the grid-based battlefield and make your moves count. It comes out this June 12 for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Desperados III. Enter an epic Wild West journey through 1870 USA and Mexico into HQ Nordic's upcoming RTS game. Featuring a modern real-time tactics gameplay, control a ragtag band of unlikely heroes and heroines as they join forces to challenge a superior foe. Outsmart your enemies and use a wide array of abilities such as infiltration, spying, sabotage, stealing, abduction, and more. With 5 unique Desperados, use their deadly skills to thin out the enemies. It's coming out this June 16 for the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
I'm ready!
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom-Rehydrated. AAA titles aren't the only games getting a fresh new look this year. This cult classic from THQ Nordic gets its own remastered treatment. A faithful recreation of the 2003 classic controls SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy as they stop Plankton's evil plans once more. Now with high-end visuals and refined controls, exploring the far reaches of Bikini Bottom is better than ever. In addition to its improved presentation, Rehydrated also includes a promising horde mode to play with your friends, online or offline. Are you ready, kids? It's coming out the 16th of June for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Disintegration. Developed by only 30 talented people, this futuristic real-time strategy game mixes first-person shooter combat with tactical elements. It's the perfect game for fans of the Halo series since it's developed by one of its co-creators. In Disintegration, play as a pilot with a badass grav cycle at your disposal and command our own troops while you do the cool stuff.
Right away.
Customize your gear, power up your machine, and go on an epic single-player adventure or go 5v5 with others in its frenetic multiplayer modes. Coming the 16th of June for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Pick up my poop.
Pick it up.
Thank you.
Best friend forever. This unlikely simulation game combines dating and dogs. Yeah, you heard that right. Start a new life with your adorable canine buddy and plan your future ahead. It's the first ever dating game that lets you take care of your pet dog and find the love of your life. Let your dog do the talking as you walk past the busy streets and find your soulmate. Develop a lifelong bond to your dog through training, playing, and going out. Its endless replay value gives you multiple scenarios to discover. It comes out this 18th of June for the PC and the Nintendo Switch. The Last of Us Part 2. Despite suffering from a major internal leak, Naughty Dog's most anticipated post-apocalyptic drama is still on schedule. A sequel to the hit PlayStation 3 game, this brand new adventure takes the series to new lengths. Ellie and Joel make a comeback into their horrifying world. For the first time in the series, players now assume the role of Ellie as she scours the godforsaken city for a purpose. If you're interested to play this game, it's best you avoid the leaks circulating in the wilds right now. If not, don't ruin it for everyone. coming this 19th of June as a PlayStation 4 exclusive. The Almost Gone. Find out the meaning behind these adorable displays of diorama on The Almost Gone. Decipher the many clues as you experience an emotional and immersive story written by award-winning author Joost van de Kasteel. Explore every nook and cranny of each beautifully rendered diorama. Throughout your journey in this game, you'll be asking life's biggest hows and whys, but ultimately reach a state of catharsis after finding the beauty in each simple story. Play through 5 compelling characters, with each revealing more secrets and twists that will lead you to the truth. Coming this 25th of June on Steam. Fairy Tail. It's no surprise that shonen titles get a video game reimagining for modern consoles. Gust and Koei Tecmo's latest project centers around anime's most popular mages. Natsu and his guild of powerful magic users enter gaming territory. Unlike their other anime buddies getting a fighting game treatment, Fairy Tail is a full-fledged RPG and it's based on the anime and manga's world. Building up your guild's reputation is the main goal, and its turn-based 3 vs 3 combat is reminiscent of the JRPGs of old. Originally coming out this March, it was delayed to June 25 for the PC, PlayStation 4, and Switch. Hunting Simulator 2. The wilderness is yours for the taking in the sequel to Neo Pika's, well, hunting simulator game. It's pretty self-explanatory. You take on the role of a hunter alongside your pet dog. Explore the gorgeous environments like the plains of Colorado, the Texan desert, or the forests of Europe in vast open worlds. Learn to hunt its wide array of animals with their own realistic touches. But that means you have to gear up as well. Select from over 160 of its weapons, accessories, and clothing items from the best brands, including Browning, Winchester, Bushnell, Cryptek, and Verni Karen. Coming this 25th of June for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. No Straight Roads. A neon-soaked universe awaits you in this rare music-based adventure game. The bustling Vinyl City is a paradise for music enthusiasts, and that's where your main characters, Mayday and Zook, come in. Lead their band on a musical revolution that'll change music forever. Engage in its fast-paced combat with a unique mix of musical elements. Players control both characters with their own abilities and must learn to attack enemies in perfect rhythm. It's a fun and original concept that's coming out this 30th of June for the PC and PS4.
So you're gonna fight NSR with that tiny guitar of yours?
Of course! And I'll...
Dark Moon. This indie strategy game from Jujubee faces you against the sun's scorching rays. Like Matt Damon in The Martian, survive like your life depends on it in a terrifying alien world. Trapped on the lunar surface, find a way to contact Earth and survive every minute in empty space. Traverse the lunar soil and gather resources in order to stay under the cover of darkness. Its non-linear survival brings unpredictable problems and solutions to you and your crew. It's set to release sometime this June 2020 for the PC and PlayStation 4. Those Who Remain. The night is its own kind of hell, especially if you're in a cursed town like Dormont. Find your way to the light in the psychological horror where darkness isn't just enveloping, it also consumes. Other than its creeping void, Those Who Remain is the kind of horror game that acts as a social commentary. It tackles heavy issues like bullying, infidelity, and suicide.
What's the point? I keep hurting everyone that loves me. Maybe it's time to end this.
Make those tough decisions, and whatever you do, stay in the light. Coming to the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch sometime this June 2020.